Do you want to know how to master a modern day mullet? Did you know adding texture on top gives the mullet a more stylish look? Well, that's what we're going to be discussing in today's video. Let's get into it. So I'm starting off, I'm trying to just clear out the bulk with my 1.5. Then I go in with my Stylecraft trimmer just to set in that first guideline. Then I'm going to come behind that with the Babyliss shaver just to ensure that the transition is going to look real smooth, you know, with that bald at the bottom. And I'm coming in with my low pros, setting in that lever open guideline. And if you notice, this is really just a taper. Like, the modern day mullet is really just a taper. You can stretch the taper if you want, give it more of a fro hawk type of look, but most modern day mullets is literally just a taper, and the back looks more of like a wild look. So I'm taking out that bottom line here with my low pro clipper. And I just want to tell y'all something, man. When you're doing that bottom guideline, you trying to take out that bottom guideline, that is what sets the foundation for the blend, for the whole entire taper, or if it's a fade. Giving a clean look from bald to the blend, that's what sets it. And then what comes after that is going to be the 0 guard and then the 1.5. Those are really what makes a taper like so fire. So right here I'm coming in with my 0 guard and just blending, you know, trying to make that transition as smooth as possible. I'm detailing now, and I think I said this before in a different video. I like to detail while I'm in the middle of my systems at times. I think because I figured out what systems work for me, I can skip steps. So if I see something that I know I'm gonna end up detailing later on, I'll just knock it out while I'm right here. And I'm going with my 2 guard just to try to blend into that bulk a little bit. And I'm, you know, kind of keeping a little bit of a curve look when it comes to this. I was realizing here that the lineup would be like darker, and not in the sense of like make it look enhanced darker, it'll be like a harsh line. So I think I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna kind of remove that bulk right there. So I'm just going in here just to detail. I'm just trying to blend in, you know, whatever I see that's not blended. I sped it up because I don't want you guys to just hear me repeat the same thing over and over again. But you see right there, I went and cleared out where that lineup was gonna be because I didn't want the hairline to be super dark, and then it would have looked real bad when it grows back in. But as you can see, I'm definitely like trying to simplify this cut. Like I don't want to make this cut like too hard to do because it's very easy to mess up this type of haircut. The way that he styles his hair, he likes it with a little bit more bulk so that it looks like it blends into the mullet style. Because the way that he styles it hangs and it sits perfectly on top of where this bulk is that I'm blending into. So Then we're gonna head over to the shear part of the cut. This is the part that I was kind of excited for because I wanted to add diversity to this channel. I don't want to just be known for a barber that just does tapers and a barber that just does coarse hair. I want to have diversity when it comes to this channel, because if I don't have diversity, I can only teach a certain crowd of people, you know. He wanted the hair to sit above his eyebrows, and of course when his hair dries it'll shrink up, so it'll be a little bit higher than what it is. But I realized the way that I was doing it, I really wasn't having no texture to it. So now I'm gonna point cut the top, and I was trying to find a good angle to stand at so that you guys can see exactly how I'm doing it. But I'm just combing the hair up and I'm just point cutting the top. This is one of those like dangerous styles of point cutting, and you could easily cut your finger, so you have to be like extremely careful. I'm just now getting used to doing this, so I'm just going through, just trying to make sure it's all even. He wanted a lot taken off. I didn't think he needed a lot taken off, but definitely gonna give the client what the client asked for. And you can't, to be honest, like his hair is at the length where you can't really tell if a lot of his hair is taken off, so. I sectioned off the part that's gonna be above his eyebrows, and now I'm going and I'm taking about maybe closer to an inch off the top. That's how much he wanted taken off. And you can just kind of see like I'm using a travel guideline, so each cut I'm just going based off of what I cut before. I'm definitely gonna get better at these angles, y'all. I'm gonna get better at these angles. Only time will tell. Right here, I'm gonna section off his hair, parting from down the middle, and I'm gonna face him towards you guys, and you guys will be able to see more clear of that travel guideline. So I'm just cleaning up what I've already cut. And when I do this section here, I'm pushing the hair that I cut already, and I'm only taking a little bit so that I can see what I cut previously. You can see right there, that's what I cut previously, so I'm just gonna trim it right at that line right there. And the same thing, sectioning off, grabbing a little bit of what I cut previously. I'm just following this same system all the way to the back. Actually, we're only going to like around where his crown area is, because he, you know, for that modern day mullet style or any mullet in general, you kind of have to have the back more full. Like that's just the way that the mullet looks. And the back of his mullet, it just looks so clean right now. It has a real wavy look to it right now, so there's no reason for me to even touch it. The next time he gets his haircut, he'll probably have that cleaned up a little bit. Just maybe, you know, the hair that grew from his previous cut. And I'm still just following that same guideline. I want to thank y'all, bro. Listen, bro, the way that y'all showing love is insane. Like right now, I'm currently sitting at, let me see, let me refresh it. I'm sitting at 100, I was about to OD lie. I'm sitting at, so right now I'm sitting at 809 subscribers. I don't know when was the last time I updated y'all on the subscribers, but I think it was at like 500 is what I was trying to get to. I'm beyond grateful for the love that y'all been showing. If y'all could do me a favor and watch the most recent video, that video has been doing, like, I have a small channel. Like, my channel is doing like crazy numbers, and I definitely want to give all thanks to God. And like, a lot of people probably, I wasn't understanding at first, and I feel like God spoke to me and was like, this is what I've called you to do. You shouldn't be surprised. This shouldn't even be a surprise to me that my channel is doing numbers like this, but it is, and I'm thankful for it. I know that this is all, this is God's timing, and this is a breakthrough that I've been like really waiting for. I didn't even want to do haircut tutorials. When you are in line with God and you are trusting in Him and you allow Him to ordain the steps, you end up being in a space where it's like, dang, I wasn't even planning on being here. To be honest, like, if y'all know me in real life, I'm 6'6". Like, I used to hoop. I wanted to go to the league. I wanted to go play overseas. This wasn't even my dream, bro. I just want to give a big shout out to the big God, man. The only God. Correction. And I'm just still following that same shape, that same, taking off about an inch off top. And if I did see any hairs that were a little bit longer than the other ones, I definitely am trimming that off. I want to make this haircut as even as possible. You'll see me go over it a few times. If you made it this far into the video, man, I appreciate you so much. Like, that's love. Y'all show out every time, man. Appreciate y'all. I'm still waiting on another question to make a YouTube video too. Come on, y'all. Let's get it. Comment down to an idea or a question that you guys have, so I can answer with a video. Last video I did that, and it's doing pretty well. So y'all are really helping me grow. With you guys asking me questions and me answering them in the video, man, that's really gonna help me grow. So let's get to it. Right here I'm using the thinnest shears, and this is how I'm adding the texture. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of anything like this, but this really adds texture. Some people do it with the regular shears. I'm not that comfortable, but this just, it takes off a little bit of chunks throughout the hair, and it leaves like a textured look. And because he has wavy hair, the way that his mullet is gonna lay is just fire. So and right here, I'm just going over doing the lineup. I'm really not sure if this lineup is gonna show with how he styles his hair. I'm cutting the hair to how he styles it, not how I style it. And then, so this part here, I watched, I forgot what the guy's name is, but it's somebody on Instagram, and the way that he cuts the hair underneath where the mullet lays, he cuts it down with the trimmer like I'm doing here, and it just gives it, like, man, I wish I would have texturized the bottom of the mullet. Now that I'm looking back at it, I wish I would have texturized it, but bro, I'm not taking off like a crazy amount. You see I have it parted, so it's the hair that's already short. It's not gonna grow into the mullet. When you do this, and you'll see when I take the clip off, the way that it hangs down, it's just gas, bro. It's gas. I wish I would have texturized it though. I appreciate y'all watching the video. If you could like, subscribe, share this with a friend, comment down below. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all be blessed.